All right, good morning, good evening, good night. No matter where you are on this planet, I'm sending you love and light. Check me out. So I got some people debating me on if you should hold people accountable to their past, to their sins against you, transgressions, whatever, right? Their betrayals. On some level, you gotta be wise. So you gotta learn how to move around people that betray you. And basically the way you move around is to move away. When you hold somebody, God is forgiveness. God is love. God is all, but God is also forgiveness and love. Now, it's not natural. If a volcano explodes and destroys land, more nature will be grown. More grass, more trees will come back thousands of years later, hundreds of years, decades. New life will happen. It's not natural to stay stagnant and to lock yourself in the past. It goes against God, the universe. That's not the universe. That's not nature, bro. And it really goes against positive thinking and just what's good for you in your overall mental and spiritual health. It's not natural to really to embrace that notion, because when you're holding on to the past, you lock a piece of yourself to that past. And when you hold people accountable to their sins, even after God forgave them, the universe might have forgave them, life is treating them different, and you still want to hold on, it shows something about you. That's demon time, bro. That's not godly, bro. So, if somebody hurts you, the best way to hold somebody accountable is just to remove yourself away from that situation. A lot of people talk about quantum energy, your quantum field. Well, you displace your quantum particles to other people's actions locked in the past when you decide to play judge, jury, and executioner. It's not natural. And then it controls you. And I know it controls you because now how you walk through life is forever changed because you're holding on to that event. There's no wisdom in that behavior. The whole judge not lest he be judged, bro. You can make assessments, assess situations, assess people, assess relationships, and you can then deduce whether or not you want these type of people and this energy and this mentality, this school of thought in your circle as you walk through life. You can make assessments, but to be a judge, that is truly God's job. You judge yourself. Holding people accountable, we got to hold ourselves accountable to forgiveness. What's crazy is until you actually get over a thing, forgiveness is a daily deed. To forgive somebody that hurt you until you're actually healed, it's a reoccurring thing. Just like righteousness and choosing a higher path is literally a reoccurring thing, bro. It's a daily practice. It's crazy, but it's true. Think about it. When you might have went through something years ago. Like you ever be sitting there in the car, laying in your bed or something, and then a memory, or you might see somebody that hurt you and then it brings back the past memory of that pain. In that moment, years after it happened, you're still practicing forgiveness. It's a daily deed. So you have to hold yourself accountable to being forgiving, loving, understanding, overstanding, understanding, humble. You got to hold yourself accountable in life. When you practice spirituality for real, when you implement religious doctrine for real, it's a daily practice. And this is why you can't get caught up in the rapture of, this person wronged me, because who can cast the first stone? It's not a justification, but it is a remembrance to stay humble. If God created your thoughts, words, your body, your infinite potential, and everything that happens around it, then do any of us have a right to use these thoughts, words, in this body for negative means? From that perspective, the highest perspective, if God created all, then you technically don't even have a right to really feel negative towards anything that happens, but you are human. It is natural, and it is in your free will to do so. But from the highest school of thought, it's actually against God to take something that it created you and then use it for negative. Use it to create more negative energy in the world, in your own life, and somebody else's life. That's not what God would want for us. So like truly, life is about evolving, bro. For real. It's a game of evolution. The game of life is evolution, bro. Straight up. So don't hold yourself to somebody else's past, and definitely don't even hold on to your own. You gotta be able to let go of the things you've done wrong as well, because all of these things displace yourself emotionally and spiritually. It's a displacement to the past, bro, and it affects you presently through your walk through life. Like trauma, pain, suffering, holding on to resentment, being a judge is literally like placing a barbell, bro. No matter what age it happens, we're going to use this analogy though. It's like placing a barbell on a baby's back. The human biology is strong, so you're going to adapt and grow, right? But you're going to grow deformed because this weight is so heavy, it's such a big burden that you can't carry it without being deformed forever. So eventually deformity starts to happen. And now you move through life, yeah, you're stronger, but you're deformed in your posture, in your walk through life because you've been carrying this barbell from birth. So you got to be able to put the barbell down. You got to be able to drop it off your back. That's the reality. This is your own trauma, the things that you haven't forgiven yourself for, and the things that you haven't forgiven other people for. Not everything is trauma. Some things are just messed up. But from the messed up to the actually traumatic, you got to be able to put it down at certain points because it really does distort you. It'll distort your perception in the present moment. Then you start recreating cycles in the future based in its origin of your past. That is the unholy trinity on earth, bro. Let go. I'm gone.